Why does every unit have that one NCO nobody trusts but leadership loves? Staff Sergeant Holbrook was that guy in our battalion. To the officers, he was the model NCO. Always volunteered for extra duties, perfect uniforms, could recite regulations from memory. The colonel called him the future of this army. To us enlisted guys, he was a parasite in camouflage. Holbrook had this racket he'd been running for years. Whenever new privates showed up, he'd corner them within their first week. Give them this whole speech about unit traditions and brotherhood. Listen up, everyone in this unit contributes to the emergency fund. $20 a month automatically deducted. It's for guys who have family emergencies back home, car breaks down, kid gets sick, that kind of thing. Sounded reasonable. New guys would agree without questioning it. They were scared, trying to fit in. Holbrook would have them sign a form, take their banking info, and boom, $20 vanished from their account every month. Problem was, there was no emergency fund, never had been. Holbrook was pocketing every cent. My buddy Wade figured it out first. His car actually did break down. Transmission died, needed $800 to fix it. He went to Holbrook asking about the emergency fund he'd been paying into for 6 months. Holbrook looked at him dead serious. Funds depleted right now, too many claims this quarter. Sorry. Wade asked who else had made claims. Holbrook told him it was confidential, personal financial information. That's when Wade started asking around. Found 5 other guys who'd tried accessing the fund. All got the same answer. Depleted, confidential. Sorry. We did the math. 30 guys in our unit paying $20 monthly. That's $600 a month, over $7,000 a year just disappearing into Holbrook's pocket. But here's why leadership loved him. Holbrook was smart, really smart. Whenever the colonel needed someone for a visibility mission, Holbrook volunteered. Community outreach events, public affairs interviews, anything that made the battalion look good. He'd organized this charity drive for local schools, collected thousands in donations, got his picture in the base newspaper shaking hands with the general, made the whole unit look amazing. What nobody knew was Holbrook kept 30% of those donations for himself. Called it an administrative fee. The guy was a con artist with an expert ribbon and a good haircut. We wanted to report him, but we had no proof. Holbrook never put anything in writing. Everything was cash or verbal agreements. His emergency fund paperwork looked legitimate enough that Junior Enlisted didn't question it. Wade tried going to our platoon sergeant, got shut down immediately. Holbrook's been doing this for years. You think he'd steal from his own guys? You're just bitter about your car. That's when Spencer, our unit's computer geek, had an idea. He'd been paying into Holbrook's fund for 8 months, had every bank statement showing the deductions. Spencer filed a fraud report with his bank, said he'd never authorized recurring withdrawals to something called Battalion Emergency Relief Fund. Bank investigated, found it wasn't an official army program, just some account registered to Holbrook personally. The bank contacted the base finance office, finance contacted JAG contacted CID. Criminal Investigation Division doesn't mess around. They pulled financial records for everyone in the unit, found the pattern immediately, 30 soldiers all making monthly payments to Holbrook's personal account. Then they dug deeper, discovered the charity money discrepancies, found other schemes at his previous 2 duty stations. Holbrook had been running cons for his entire career. The morning CID showed up, Holbrook was in the colonel's office getting praised for organizing another volunteer event. 2 agents walked in with handcuffs. I'll never forget the look on the colonel's face. His model NCO being arrested for fraud right in front of him. Every lieutenant in the building heard him yelling. Holbrook tried claiming it was all a misunderstanding. The emergency fund was real, just poorly documented. The charity money was an accounting error. CID had 73 pages of evidence saying otherwise. Court-martial took 6 months. Holbrook got 3 years in Leavenworth, dishonorable discharge, and had to repay over $40,000 he'd stolen across 3 duty stations. The colonel never mentioned Holbrook's name again, removed every photo with him from the battalion headquarters, acted like the guy never existed. Wade used his recovered money to fix his transmission. Spencer got a commendation from CID for breaking the case. The rest of us just felt vindicated. But here's the kicker. 2 years later, I ran into Curtis, a guy who'd been stationed with Holbrook before our unit. Asked him if he knew what happened. Curtis laughed. Oh, we tried reporting him back in 2015. Nobody believed us either. Command said we were just troublemakers trying to ruin a good NCO's career. Turned out Holbrook had been reported 4 times at different bases. Every time his leadership protected him. Every time the accusers got labeled as disgruntled soldiers with bad attitudes. He only got caught when someone finally had enough evidence that leadership couldn't ignore it. That's why every unit has that one NCO nobody trusts but leadership loves. Because sometimes the best con artists are the ones who know exactly what officers want to hear.